Hola amigos, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Emma Bennet and I write contemporary romance books and also children's picture books. Today I am being a little bit naughty. I'm technically supposed to be working on the edits which my editor has sent me for my book Starstruck. I am nearly done, but I've kind of got the hard stuff left to do, and one of my sons is doing this really cool scheme with the national park near us, and he's a youth warden, so they go and kind of fix fences and clear pathways and things once a month. So we had to go and drop him off for that. So we've come into Hereford today, just my husband and I, so it's a little bit of a date day. We've just found a new coffee shop. It's called Eden Coffee Bar, I think. It only opened recently in Hereford town centre. So we have had some delicious cake and some coffee, and we're going to go and see if we can find any charity shops open, maybe a bookshop or two. And I really want to go to a kitchen shop because I want a gravy separating jug. I had one a few years ago, but I broke it, and I'm fed up with fatty gravy. It has to stop. So yeah, that's the plan for today. We probably won't get back home until quite late afternoon, and then I'm going to cook a roast for everybody because the whole family is at home tonight, and it's been such a busy week that I'm not actually sure that we've had supper, all of us together, this week at all. So that's going to be really lovely, and we might watch a film tonight. So I won't get any editing done today, I don't think, but I am mulling over it, and the idea is that tomorrow I will get those hard edits done, and then I will be able to send it all back to my editor and all will be good. So I will catch up with you guys later. Well, we managed to find a really lovely Waterstones. I'm very tempted by several books, but the thing that is most tempting me, bizarrely, is Pooh Bingo. Yeah, I'm intrigued. I kind of want to play it. I think my boys are too old for it now. When they were little, they would have loved it, but yeah, I kind of still want to get it. They've got a really nice selection of board games here, actually, and obviously loads and loads of lovely books. I must have taken at least 20 pictures of books that I want to get for my husband for Christmas. There's no way he's going to get all of them, but there are just so many good books out at the moment. The search for the elusive perfect planner or journal continues, this time in paper chase. I'm unsupervised. Yes, it's a bit scary, but I'll cope. I'm going to find the perfect planner. I'm going to. Hi again, it's actually a few days later. All the shopping stuff I filmed was on Sunday and it's now Wednesday. There's been some things going on, let me tell you, but I'll catch you all up in a little while. But I really must finish those edits, get them sent back to my editor, and then I'll make sure that I give you a little bit of a catch up. Hiya, I'm back properly now. I've got my cup of tea and I've got time to sit down and have a little bit of a chat. Get you all caught up on what's been going on. So yes, my husband and I, we went to Hereford on Sunday. As you saw, we had a really lovely time. But when we got home in the evening, I was cooking supper and we had a phone call from my sister-in-law saying that my mum-in-law was unwell and she'd been taken to hospital. So she's okay, she's doing really well, but we went to go and see her in accident emergency, and then last few days have been a bit funny because we didn't know when we'd be needing to go to the hospital, and obviously kind of going back and forth towards the hospital. I also had some proofreading work to do. I proofread a local magazine every month, so I needed to get that in, and I've been trying to do some Preptober stuff as well, but I'll be honest, I haven't really been able to manage much, but I have been doing quite a bit of reading of books, either writing craft books or books that are in the similar genre to what I'm going to be writing, and especially if they start ballet dancers, because my heroine is going to be a ballerina. So I have just finished the edits for my book Starstruck, and they've gone back to my editor. They were copy edits and developmental edits. The copy edits were absolutely fine, just a bit fiddly because you just have to, I mean, some of you will know, but if you don't know, if you've never had copy edits from an editor before, basically you have all the little edits are marked in, and you have to go to each of them and either approve it or reject it. And then obviously if you choose to reject it for your editor, you need to kind of write a comment and explain why. The developmental edits were a little bit more complicated. There wasn't anything major, just these 3 things that she kind of wanted me to look at and either expand on, or in one case remove a scene. So yeah, they took a little bit of extra time and certainly a lot of extra thought, but they're done now and hopefully she'll be happy with them. I did want to show you some bits that I got the other day. Oh my goodness. Okay, first of all, this is so cute. Okay, this is my first ever Christmas dinosaur for the Christmas tree. He was from TK Maxx and I love him so much. My husband was not happy at all that I bought this. He thought it was stupid, but I've never had a dinosaur for my Christmas tree. And also our Labrador Paris, he seems obsessed with dinosaurs. He's got loads of toys and he does really like cuddly toys, but his dinosaur teddies are his absolute favourite, and he likes to walk around with them, and he does this weird like roaring thing. So maybe he's trying to be a dinosaur, who knows? I don't know if he's that bright though, to be honest, but I absolutely loved him. Then, what did I get? Oh yeah, I got some books. Needless to say, the book buying ban, that is not happening. I will go into that maybe in another video. Basically, I broke it without meaning to. I was in the works one day and I saw a copy of The Hating Game and it was only £3 and I really wanted a copy. I borrowed it from the library and I loved it. It's probably my book of the year, and I just picked it up without thinking and paid for it. And it was only hours later when I got home that I was like, I was supposed to be on a book buying ban, wasn't I? So let's buy all the books. We're supporting charity shops, we're supporting authors, we're hopefully not supporting, you know, the big river too much, but hey. So these were some charity shop buys. I really like the cover to this and I've heard some good things, so that was just like a little treat for myself. Not that I actually need any more books to read at the moment, but never mind, something could happen. I might desperately need another book. It's all good. This one is really fun. This is travel writing, 1700 to 1830, an anthology. It's an Oxford World's Classic, and it just sounded so brilliant. It was like £3.49. I think it was the Oxfam bookshop, which was a really, really posh charity shop. It was lovely. My favourite bits that I've seen so far are Debating the Tour, the Gentleman's Magazine. There's an article called Of Travelling, and yeah, it just looked really, really great. There's kind of all these little magazine articles and essays and things written about travelling during this period, and I thought that would be really fun. And then the next one was for my boys, but they weren't exactly thrilled. So I have never been a great poetry lover, to be honest. I'm probably stuck somewhere around There Was a Young Woman from Ealing Who Had a Peculiar Feeling. We all know how that one ended up. And I do want to do more poetry with my 2 youngest boys. So I thought this would be really good. It's called Tiger, Tiger, Burning Bright, Much Loved Poems You Half Remember. And it's really nice hardback. I think I paid, oh, there's the receipts in here. How much did I pay for this? Oh, like £1.99, which seems quite a bargain. And it's got loads of lovely poems in, and it's got some information about them as well, which I like. So what I thought I could do is during my read alouds, when I'm teaching them, is maybe do like a poem a day, or maybe just kind of do a couple of them one day a week, so that we can, yeah, learn a bit more about poetry and different poems. So I thought that that would be really cool. Then I also wanted to talk you through what I have been reading. It's been quite a nice reading week, actually. So I finished The American Roommate Experiment. This was really, really good. I read it very quickly. It was really fun, light reading. I didn't realise that it's actually a sequel to what did she write? The Spanish Love Deception. So it's not the same characters, but the heroine of the Spanish Love Deception, her name is Lena, and the heroine of this book is Lena's best friend, Rosie. And the hero in it is Lena's cousin, whose name is Lucas. Yeah. So yeah, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I had some very funny moments and some very romantic moments. I maybe didn't feel that the hero was quite alpha male enough for me. I mean, I don't need them to be like billionaires and taking over with everything. I do like a strong heroine as well. I don't want, you know, just some, you know, but who's going to do exactly what the alpha male says. But I do like them to kind of have a career, and I don't know. There was maybe just something missing a little bit for me with the hero, but I really, really enjoyed it. The other one which I read was part of the research for my book that I'm going to be writing during NaNoWriMo, and that was Nora Roberts' Reflections. So the reason I read this is because Lindsay Dunn, the heroine in it, is a ballerina. So I thought it would be helpful to read, and it really, really was. She goes into quite a bit about kind of ballerina life, which is what I really wanted to know about. But it was very funny. So this book, I think I checked, I think it was, yeah, the copyright is 1983. So I started reading this, and I was just laughing, and my husband was like, "What's the matter?" And I said, I feel that romance novels have changed a little bit since 1983. I think there was a bit right at the beginning, which I thought was really, really hilarious. Let me see if I can find it. Basically, the heroine Lindsay, she nearly gets run over by the hero. I think it's raining and it's dark, and she's crossing a street without properly looking, and he comes along in his car probably a bit too fast and just misses her, and she falls backwards into a puddle. So he's really cross with her, she's really cross with him. But he just shouts at her, but then after that, he helps her up from the ground, and then stuns her by grabbing her arm and pulling her with him. So he's basically just dragging her across the road. Just, "What are you doing?" Lindsay demanded. Getting out of this damn downpour, he opened the car door on the driver's side and shoved her without ceremony inside. So he's basically kidnapping her at this point, okay? She doesn't know this man at all. He's just shouted at her, he's grabbed her by the arm and shoved it in the car, and then he locks the door. So yeah, I think things have definitely changed a little bit in romance, and perhaps for the better with that. But I really did enjoy it. It was just quite funny. And then I've also just started reading this. It's 2000 to 10,000, How to Write Faster, Write Better, and Write More of What You Love by Rachel Aaron. So Rachel Aaron, she was writing full-time after she'd had a baby, and she was discovering that she was just finding it really, really hard to write very much, and the most that she was able to do in a day was about 2,000 words, which for me would be absolutely brilliant, but she wanted to be doing a lot more than that. So through a series of kind of tips and tricks and showing you how you can work with the way that you write and the right time of day to write, and by logging how much you write at different times of the day and in different situations and things like that, how you can get your word count really, really up. And she went from 2,000 to 10,000 and wrote a book about it. So I've only just started this, but it does seem to be really useful, and that was a little Preptober treat for myself, because yeah, I need to be able to write more in a session, I think, especially with all the other stuff that we've got going on in our lives. I'm just not going to be able to churn out the necessary word count every single day. So I think I'm going to need to have several days when I do at least 5k in a day, so that I'm able to take some days off to go and visit universities with my sons in particular. So there we go. So yeah, so that's a little update about what I have been up to. I would love to know what you all have been doing for Preptober. How's your writing going? Have you been reading anything brilliant? Pop anything down in the comments below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and make sure that you give a like to this video because it really helps my channel, and I will catch you in the next one.